I got back for that. I pulled him back.
You're so big down low, I can't do anything. Yeah, timeout.
And the dunk by Rose. Here's Brooks.
What a Euro.
Wow, Aaron Brooks.
Oh no, that is a bad turnover.
Here's Brewer.
Oh man, that was terrible.
Danny goes into halftime with a 2-point lead. Little defensive breakdown by Chris at the end of that second quarter.
Expansion here by Los Angeles.
Let's bring out the start for your Detroit Pistons. Start at center, 7 feet 1 inches. Number 7, Chad Holmgren.
Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Nicholas Claxton. Gary Harris is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Dinwiddie in at point. And for the Pistons, they've got Holmgren. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Edwards in at the shooting guard. This should be a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game. And that's the only way these teams know how to play.
VanVleet can't get it to go. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Heat. And that one hits back iron. Feet away. It's hauled in by Claxton. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. So the wing on the left. Claxton finds Anderson. Dinwiddie for 3. Cans it from downtown.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Jackson against Anderson. Jackson passes to Edwards. VanVleet outside. Going inside. Pass to Holmgren. Off target with his 3.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Anderson kicks to Dinwiddie. A three-pointer. Wiggins rebounded by Jackson.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game. Oh my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Hits it from three-point range.
That breaks their string of misses. Now 1 for 5. You can feel their sense of relief.
And Smitty, here we have Atlanta consistently knocking on the door in a crowded Eastern Conference.
You know, Kevin, they have added talent. Unfortunately, so has the rest of the conference. But Atlanta's still young, and they have room to grow.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
And he makes the first. And when we talk about the city of Detroit, Smitty, this is a town that loves their Pistons.
They have for quite some time. My city takes pride in their blue-collar working status, and they love watching their Pistons work hard for them.
Smitty, it ended up being a last-place finish for the Detroit Pistons in 2023.
And Kevin, it wasn't pretty. But on the flip side, it positioned them for an interesting offseason and some big draft possibilities.
Here's Dinwiddie, following the basket by Fred VanVleet. This one for 3. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 7 points in the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
VanVleet's with the bucket.
The revenge triple loves seeing Fred VanVleet come right back at him.
Harris outside. On the wing, Wiggins. Here's Claxton. And the rejection by Jackson. Edwards finds McDaniel. Inside, Holmgren. Rebounded by the Hawks. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Dinwiddie. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 9.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
The Hawks trailing. Dinwiddie passes to Harris, and the shot is good. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
There's the pass to Jackson. Over Anderson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Here's Dinwiddie, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
How about he has yet to miss 4 of 4 to start.
Van Vliet against Dinwiddie. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
And something a lot of people notice about Fred VanVleet are his instincts with the ball.
GA, he's got a sixth sense for how to run the offense, seeing when and where to move the ball in order to create quality looks for his guys.
Holmgren with the steal. Now here's McDaniels, covered by Wiggins.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Wiggins. First personal foul.
And Steve, we're not seeing as many back-to-back games as we used to. That's been a point of emphasis in the scheduling in recent years.
It takes time to bounce back after every game, and credit the NBA for cutting down on these back-to-backs. Fewer of them means healthier players and fresher legs.
And the first one at the line is good. Eubanks, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Atlanta also making some changes here. Plumlee, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Grant Williams comes in for Anderson. And it's Noel in for Gary Harris. And McDaniels drops them both. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Jackson and the dunk by Jackson.
Jared's going to make some noise when he gets to the rim.
To Wiggins. To end the run. Sinks the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the Bulls in Chicago. Here's Van Vliet. Rebound by the Hawks.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Wiggins from outside. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one make.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Offensive rebound. Here's Eubanks. Plumlee with some nice D.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And it's Wiggins missing.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
The open shot, Edwards. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And the touch on Edwards' shot is really nice. Gives it just enough power to drop in.
Plumlee, the pass to Noel. Wiggins dishes to Williams. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. That one rolling around and rims out. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's a 3-point game. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. A nice shot by McDaniels.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Atlanta calls timeout. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And if it wasn't there, each guy was willing to make the extra pass. Trust in his teammates.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Bays checked in for Jackson. Hardaway comes in for McDaniels. Suggs, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Kemba Walker in for Fred VanVleet. Shots good by Noel.
Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
Pistons leading by 3. 1:39 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Suggs missing.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Dinwiddie. He had a strong showing last season. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
And McDaniels drops them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Poked loose, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. In the third spot, the Hawks.
Getting to the line in this day and age is crucial to long-term success, and their team does a fantastic job at drawing fouls and getting to the stripe.
1:24 left here in the opening quarter. And that one's good. Suggs.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And stolen by Bay. And it's Suggs missing. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Plumlee. It's blocked. Pass to Noel. Left side Williams. Suggs with the steal. Here's Walker. It's hauled in by Noel. For Atlanta, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Williams. And Williams throws it down.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Tipped away. Noel passes to Williams. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Assisted.
And the Hawks lead by 1.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And it's Suggs missing. Dinwiddie right side. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Hawks lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. It's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
The Hawks leading by 3. Holmgren is out there with Jackson. Then it's Sadiq Bey. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's VanVleet in at the point guard position. They're the group Detroit will start the second with.
And we know Sadiq Bey is a reliable player on offense, but at times, Smitty, he's exceeded that.
Oh, yeah, Sadiq Bey can have a big night when his confidence is really flowing, and he's not shying away from big shots.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, but a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player who can help a winning team.
That's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story. And here's Edwards, following the three-pointer by Andrew Wiggins. Here's the three. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Shots good by Noel.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
So it's Detroit now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Bay into the lane. That misses off the backboard. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. The second effort, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Now here's Bay. He just could not put it together in that loss to Chicago. 5 on the clock. Knocks down the three ball. Van Vliet's got 6 in the quarter.
Gradually starting to put pressure on this defense. That's his second from downtown this quarter. 3 for the game.
Wiggins passes to Anderson. And the rejection by Jackson.
Atlanta basketball.
Daniels is checked in for the Pistons. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Kaminsky's checked in. Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
And Jaren Jackson Jr. is so impressive, especially on the defensive end.
A dynamic shot blocker, Greg. Jaren Jackson is someone that loves setting the tone on the defensive end. Not to mention, he's a very skilled offensive threat.
And with his length, it's easy to see why Holmgren's such an effective shot blocker.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
It's Jackson atop the key. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Jackson's got his second basket of the night. Atlanta leading by 5. Here's Noel, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Van Vliet picks one up. And sports may be the ultimate meritocracy. Does it matter where you're from, Greg, your background? You got to have game, right?
Kevin, it's a beautiful thing. Some players grew up with a father in the NBA. Others were a world away. Either way, when you get here, you know you've earned it.
Free throw drops for Noel. And so Noel nails both of them. Pistons trail by 7. Here's Van Vliet. Again, the Pistons score. Atlanta's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Pass to Claxton. Jackson against Kaminsky. Here's Claxton, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Claxton's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Van Vliet passes to Jackson, and it's blocked.
And they continue to control the glass.
Harris with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Claxton no good. Detroit's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. And the dunk by Jackson.
The D has to be more assertive with Jaren Jackson inside. Even with some contact, he's still able to score.
Here's Noel. 8 points for him.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Holmgren kicks to Van Vliet. Outside Edwards. Takes it from 10. Wiggins with the block.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Van Vliet outside. His three-pointers off the mark. Atlanta leading by 7. Kaminsky the pass to Claxton. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here he goes. Count it. Good. McDaniels got 6. Hawks have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. The pass to Kaminsky from deep three-point land. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Edwards got 4 rebounds in this game. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound Atlanta. Claxton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Wiggins. The Hawks again can't hit.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Jackson.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Harris. It's in. It's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. For the Pistons, Eubanks, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Plumlee is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Williams comes in for Kaminsky. McDaniels checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Gary Harris.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Here's Dinwiddie. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Shoots from 14. Rebounded by the Hawks. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Here's Hardaway. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
And what can you say about Suggs? A natural-born leader, very unselfish and great vision.
Out to the right wing. Takes the 3. A nice shot by McDaniel. McDaniel's got 5 now.
The defender was pretty much helpless right there. This man had a clear height advantage, and he got the exact kind of shot he wanted.
Suggs passes to Eubanks. They get a hand on it. Plumlee with the steal. There's 45 seconds left here in the second. McDaniels off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Last outing for the Pistons. It was a loss to the Bulls. For the 3, Dinwiddie with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 3. Over in the corner, McDaniels. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. For 3, Edwards. It's hauled in by Noel.
Trying to get his man back for the last 3. It helps to not make this personal.
A 3-pointer is right on target. And now a 9-point Hawks lead.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And that does it for the first half of play. Hawks ahead, up 9. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
55. Thanks very much. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, great offense in the first half. What made it possible?
I think we're executing pretty well. Moving them around a little bit with some fakes, and guys are just playing aggressive as much as anything. We get a few more stops.
It's been good so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They ended the second with a solid 9-point lead. A nice show of force by them. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Hawks' first half.
They were getting after it on the glass. They got a nice edge in that department, which has led to this lead. They won the heart and hustle battle in that first half. Now we'll see if they can keep that going.
Over to Kenny. What'd you think about Detroit?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. They've got Harris. Nicholas Claxton out there with Anderson. Then it's Wiggins, and it's McDaniels in at the point.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Van Vliet kicks to McDaniels. Back to Van Vliet. Launches a three. They grab their own miss. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Jackson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Good on the triple. Harris has got two now from beyond the arc in the third for Atlanta.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pistons brought in Monty Williams to guide this team from the bottom. He said, I like those challenges, the process of building, seeing players get better, and understanding what it's like to navigate crunch time situations. For me to be able to come in now, it's part of this restoration. Kevin, Monty has plenty of work ahead.
Indeed he does, David. Thanks.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Dinwiddie's checked in for McDaniels.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
.90 seconds now into the second half.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
Here's Van Vliet. Gary Harris making his last shot. They need this. Not going to go that time. And it's Anderson with the ball for Atlanta. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Here's Edwards, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Hawks leading by 17. Stolen by Jackson. Here's McDaniels. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Goes back up. They shoot again, and the rejection by Jackson. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. A nice shot by Harris.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there, similar builds, and Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Bay comes in for McDaniels, and it's Kemba Walker in for Edwards. Here's Jackson, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Sometimes with bigs, you prefer to send them to the line, but Jaren, he's a knockdown shooter from there as well.
Pistons have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Junior.
First one falls for him.
Jaren Jackson, I think about his mobility on the defensive end. He can dart out to the perimeter shooters and recover to the paint better than most guys his size.
So he gets them both. And with NBA's upcoming broadcasting deal, Steve, starting in 2025, a lot of streaming services vying to carry games.
Kevin, we'll see how it plays out. But with those additional media outlets and the bidding, the sense is the next deal could be a doozy.
Now Walker following the three-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Atlanta gets called for the foul.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
That's good from Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker hits them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's Dinwiddie. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Van Vliet, great pass to set up the lay-in. Van Vliet's got 18 points in the game.
This is what happens when Fred gets into a rhythm. His whole offensive game rises to another level.
Anderson can't get it to go.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Walker with it, picked up by Harris. And Walker kicks to Jackson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Dinwiddie dishes to Wiggins. Atlanta again missing. Detroit with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Bay, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Here's Van Vliet following the bucket by the Hawks. The fader. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Eubanks, he's checked in for Holmgren. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. It's his first trip to the line.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
He hits the second from the line.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Suggs with the ball. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Shots good by Noel.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Pistons trail by 17. Pass to Bay. Knocks it loose. Fast break, the Hawks. Dinwiddie wide open. No good on the three.
2 minutes.
Detroit's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And Hardaway gets it to go. Atlanta leading by 15. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Andrew Wiggins. Good season for him last year. Put up about 17 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
And if he's knocking down threes with consistency, Suggs almost impossible to check.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Here's Hardaway, and the ball travels out of bounds. That was last touched by Wiggins.
Pistons ball.
.112 left in the third quarter of the game. Walker with a clean look and a miss there on the triple. Atlanta's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. The baseline J. Another shot. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Andrew Wiggins.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Atlanta?
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Walker. Then for the Hawks, Williams comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And McDaniels subbed in for Dinwiddie. Here's Suggs. He has 5. Tries again. Atlanta with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And he can't get the first one.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Dinwiddie is checked in for Atlanta. And he's good on the second. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Trailing by 17. Our next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. That one good for 2. McDaniels got 8 points.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
That one, no good. Good work defensively by Bay. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hardaway with a wide open look. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 15. And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Williams.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Here's Suggs. Plumlee with some nice D. Wiggins inside the line. Oh my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
Coaches always talk about closing quarters strong. Can't do it much better than that.
And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for Atlanta. And he continues to torment them from three-point range. A total of 5 threes for him in the game now. Right back after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. You've got Fred VanVleet. Jaren Jackson is out there with McDaniels. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Edwards in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now. And it's Anderson with the ball for Atlanta. Passes to Plumlee. And the rejection by Holmgren. Feeds it to Edwards. Some solid defense from Harris.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it. This is the guy who had 3 threes in the first half. Since then, still waiting on number 4.
Well, you love to see that. Holmgren keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Now here's Anderson. Here's Dinwiddie. Basket counts. Dinwiddie's got 20.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
VanVleet kicks to Holmgren. From down in the low post, it goes.
Now that's got to excite Holmgren's fans. If he keeps improving his handles, watch out.
Dinwiddie passes to Wiggins. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Plumlee finds Dinwiddie. Wiggins from outside. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 6 assists here tonight. Pistons trail by 20. Edwards passes to VanVleet. And Edwards with the stop.
As a distributor, Fred VanVleet is so effective. He knows when and where to feed his guys.
Here's Dinwiddie, and the rejection by Holmgren. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. So for the Hawks, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Kaminsky in for Wiggins. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Claxton no good.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Edwards, that's good.
And great strength and body control from Edwards. Able to finish through the contact.
Dinwiddie passes to Harris. The Hawks again can't hit.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And Anderson has it in the corner. He kicks it to Kaminsky for 3. Rebound by the Pistons.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Here's Dinwiddie after the basket by Jaren Jackson. Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. Told them pedal to the metal. Adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Fast break, here we go. VanVleet can't get it to go. Atlanta leading by 12. Harris kicks to Dinwiddie. Anderson outside. The Hawks working the ball around. Kaminsky finds Harris. Anderson outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over McDaniel. Misses off the right iron.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Driving to the basket.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
And that one is good. Harris has got 14 points now in the second half.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
It's stolen by Kaminsky. To the middle. Anderson passes to Claxton. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Off target from three-point range. Now Detroit moving it up. Anderson with the block.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Claxton. And that one is off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Van Vliet. Rebounded by the Hawks. Anderson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Looking to get it going. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Holmgren.
Not explosive at all. Kyle Anderson is crafty. Nice play to draw the foul.
Anderson. Kyle Anderson. 2 shots.
Free throw. Good, Anderson. Detroit making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Wiggins is checked in for Atlanta. And both free throws good for Anderson.
We all know Kyle Anderson can do it all. Once he gets a little bit more consistent with his shot, watch out.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Count it. Dinwiddie's got 4 points this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And so it's Detroit with the ball, following the bucket by the Hawks. Right wing. Anderson finds Dinwiddie. Wiggins from outside. They get it again. Claxton no good. Pistons trail by 16. Down low. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
When Jaren Jackson's fully engaged, he's capable of dominating at both ends.
Dinwiddie drives in. Wiggins inside the line. Fred Van Vliet grabs the miss. Van Vliet's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist from Van Vliet.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
Claxton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 14.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
So it's the Hawks now. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Rebound by the Pistons. Edwards got his 8th rebound here tonight. Fires the 3. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Atlanta.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series. They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Here's Wiggins. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Hardaway, no good. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They led the game at one point by 20.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He has led this team in rebounding and also taken on the role of enforcer.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy in, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.